Anna sat at the kitchen table, slowly circling her fingers around a cup of now cold tea. The room was filled with oppressive silence, which only seemed to amplify the heaviness of her thoughts. Her life at this moment felt like that cup appearing whole, but inside it was filled with emptiness and pain. Andrew was in the next room. He wasn't speaking. Their home, once filled with laughter and warmth, now felt empty, as if all their feelings had seeped away through an invisible crack. Infidelity. That word hung in the air. She repeated it to herself, trying to understand how it could have happened to them. 7 years of marriage, hundreds of days full of joy and challenges, seemed so strong. Anna had always thought their relationship would withstand any of life's blows, but this one had turned out to be unimaginably painful. It happened by accident. She hadn't sought it, hadn't planned it, but there she was, in a situation where emotions overpowered reason. Anna never imagined she would become the person who betrayed trust. She was always the one who spoke of honesty, respect, fidelity. But now, all of that seemed like empty words. After it happened, she told Andrew almost immediately. She couldn't live with that secret, but his reaction was far more complicated than she had expected. He didn't shout or create a scene as she had imagined. Instead, he simply shut down. His eyes, once so warm and full of life, now looked at her as if through glass, cold and distant. Anna tried to talk to him, to explain what had happened. She wanted to take it all back, to fix her mistake. But every time she started to speak, Andrew would just leave the room or remain silent, as if he couldn't hear her words. The pain of his silence was almost unbearable. Anna felt like she was on the edge. A week had passed since the truth had surfaced. One evening, Andrew finally sat down next to her at the table. His face was serious, but not angry. He looked at her for a long time before speaking. "I've been trying to understand how I feel," he began quietly. "I never thought this would happen to us. I always believed that we were stronger than this." Anna swallowed, trying to hold back tears. "I thought so too," she whispered. "I can't explain what happened. It was a mistake. I hate myself for it. But that doesn't change what happened," Andrew continued. "I don't know if I can forgive this, not now." Anna lowered her head. Andrea's words were like blows, but she knew she deserved them. She didn't expect him to forgive her right away, but hearing it from him was still painful. "You said you don't know if you can forgive," Anna said slowly. "But do you want to try?" Andrew was silent for a long time before answering. "I don't know," he finally said. "I often think about just leaving, but at the same time, I realize that I don't want to lose us. I don't want this to define our entire life. I don't want that either," Anna whispered. "I am willing to do anything to make it right." They sat in silence for a long time, each lost in their own thoughts. It was the beginning of something new, perhaps healing, perhaps even more difficulties. Neither of them knew where this path would lead, but one thing was clear. In order to rebuild their shattered trust, they would have to walk a long and difficult road. Several months passed. Time helped dull the sharpness of the pain, but the wound still remained. Anna and Andrew began attending marriage counseling, and those sessions helped them see their relationship in a new light. Both of them realized that their marriage had had problems even before the affair, problems they had been ignoring. Anna gradually understood that her actions were the result of inner emptiness and dissatisfaction that she hadn't recognized for a long time. Andrew began to open up as well. He admitted that he had felt underappreciated in their relationship, but had never spoken about it, fearing it would make him seem weak. The sessions helped them both realize that their marriage could be rebuilt if they worked on it together. It wasn't easy. There were moments when it seemed simpler to just end everything, but each time they found the strength to keep going. Over time, trust began to return. It wasn't the same as before, but it was now more mature, based on understanding and mutual support. Both of them had changed, and though the pain of the betrayal would never fully disappear, it became part of their shared experience, which helped them grow stronger and closer to each other.